you don't know what is access consciousness, you got to go and Google it. It is one vast energy that allows us to be who we truly be in our own ways. It just does not tell us to be and do what you're supposed to do, but you just start being yourself, right? So like I have so much joy.
I, I can sense
So
it. Oh my.
for last 3 4 months I was losing my joy. I was like, what's going on? And I was constantly asking questions. What is fun for me? What would I like to have in my life? And we make it so significant and relevant. Like some purpose should be like, I love working with people. I love contributing to people's life, but it was more of like, what's fun for me? So even if I was attending some functions, weddings, and where I enjoy being with people, I was like a dead person. Like हिंदी में मैं बोल रही थी कि मैं एकदम लाश के जैसे ना घूम रही हूँ लोगों के साथ. Like I was just not happy from within. Although people can see and like, oh, she's so happy. So as I kept asking questions, and what I've learned in Access is following the energy, the pings that you have. It's not very logical. It's not very. Uh, it just doesn't make sense, but you got to do it. And for last 8 9 years, every time I've traveled, more or less 80 to 90%, it's some work that I'm traveling. Either I have to attend a class, I am facilitating a class, or there is a wedding in the house. There's some or the other thing. There is some work that I'm traveling to. But this was like I was looking at, okay, if I had no reason, justification to make a choice, will I be able to choose it? And then my friends didn't say yes. Like there were many factors to giving up on this choice that I truly wanted to make. You know how the logical mind says, oh, there's nobody, you're going to be alone. You may, yes, well, solo travel is quite fun, but I've done it quite a number of times and it's not been fun for me. So I am sometimes skeptical of doing that solo travel. Um, but I looked at it and I said, I'm just waiting for somebody to say yes and I'll go ahead and do it. And how many times we make some choices, like we're just waiting for somebody else to come along and we'll just do it. Like I would want my friend to come along with me and in morning I'll go for a walk or a jog. Or even the food, like if there's somebody in the house, I will cook brilliant food, or guests are coming, I'll cook good food. But if it's me, let me just find something and just do the
And the
shortcuts. I am one of them.
crockery. Oh my God. The
Yeah.
insanity in me. And
Like, right? You don't take out the crockery, you don't wear nice clothes, you don't dress up. Everything is for somebody else, something else outside of you. And then there are some choices that you start, like I was having some conversation with somebody and the person asked, like, how do I love myself? Like I was like, I have no clue. How do you love yourself? You have to keep exploring, what does loving myself look like to me, right? We do a lot of self love, like it's not putting creams, or it's not like wearing nice clothes is self love. There are many ways of loving yourself. So I kept asking, and then this trip showed up, and of course, I had various sensations in my body that looked like anxiety, that looked like a panic, that looked like, will I be able to do this, and everything. And all I kept checking on was like, will I be safe? Will I be taken care? Everything. Like asking questions and receiving the awarenesses. Your awarenesses are something, actually we all have awarenesses, but when we don't receive them, it's like asking a question and getting stuck there, like not listening to yes and no, and like trusting that yes and no. You ask a question, you get a yes and no, but most of the time we'll either push it away, not listening to yes no, or we'll listen to yes no, but we'll not trust it, but it may not be correct. What if the mind is speaking? And then third is, you do yes and no, you receive the trust in you, and then you got to be willing to be courageous to follow that awareness, right? So there are three factors to it. So I got this trip, I went on this trip, and oh my God, like every moment has been so magical. I was looking for friends, and then I had to let go of that definition. Like, what if my these friends don't show up? What if I create new friends? What if I meet new people? And I cannot tell you, Arshita, like how I met so many new people. I made such good friends. I was taken so well cared. Like I was nurtured, I was protected. I got so many gifts. Like I received a ring in one of the places, and it's a very beautiful ring. So, and just a gift, I met so many strangers, good looking people, and I had so much fun. And all I had to tell myself, choose and trust. Choose and trust. Choose and trust. Do not give up your choices for anybody else in this world. Now, what does that mean? Well, I also traveled business class, if you didn't know that.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Like,
So
man.
correct. And, so I was so I was talking to my family and I was like, in my life, I never thought that this was all available and possible. But it was really choosing what's true for me and allowing that to show up and constantly being in the question and constantly making small, small, small choices. It isn't about big choice. Okay. And I know myself, like I keep waiting for that one big choice where everything will change, and I have to pull myself back and look at, okay, it's not about that one choice. It's about moment by moment by moment choosing. And end of the year, when you look back, you're like, okay, I know I made some great choices. I know I made some shitty choices. I received so much of awareness, and how much more can I trust myself now? In the journey of all of this, we try to make it all perfect, right? And I know myself, like I wanted the whole plan to be chalked out and everything. And I didn't go by the plan. Nothing was by the plan. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do what you have told me, but more than my plan, I covered so many things. I was so happy. And I met so many strangers who didn't know me at all, and it was the energy that was speaking. Like, if some of you are listening to me, I know a lot of you've been doing using the tools of access, and sometimes when we are around our friends, family, our clients, sometimes they may not see the difference in you, you may not see the difference in you. But when you go to random lands, random places, stranger land, like I had so many strangers saying that you're so different than anybody else we've ever met. And I was like, what? And then they were like, and I was like, what do you mean by difference? And then they were like, the level of relaxation you have is very different. And I kept thinking myself, in my house, I'm labeled as somebody who's like always got on the go and panic. And I don't panic, but like I'm on the go and impatient and I want to do so many things at the same time. But there was so much of level of relaxation that I had, and I did everything there. Like I did so many activities, walked so much, I saw so many things. There were so many awarenesses to be received. And the whole trip, like my ping will be only, I need to read something, I need to write something, I need to speak to my clients. And I was like, what if I had no need here? And everything has been opening up so much. So the trip was like taught me so many things. Like, so I kept talking to my people, like I was taking a workshop, and I said, hey guys, if you haven't gone on a solo trip, please go. Like, please go, because you are not solo, like you're with yourself. And the one person that we miss is ourselves. We're always looking for, I should have a friend, I should have family members, I should have somebody to go on a trip or do whatever. But what if you can do that for yourself?